episode where I talk about stuff. So in this video, and it is now the 6th of November 2025, that means we are in the holiday shopping season. And if you are into marketing and you have been using AI, there are a lot of updates that you should be aware of. السلام عليكم. سلام.
בסדר,
כן.
מה 10?
תודה, איך הוא?
הוא בסדר, מה עם אח שלו?
נפטר.
מה? מתי?
So, as I was saying, um, if you are marketing in this season and you have access to AI tools that you use to market um, anything really, what you need to do is to update some of the things you're doing, and specifically, for example, the master prompts that you use to begin to develop your processes and systems, or your systems and processes in that order, and then your automation workflows, and the development automation, graphic design automation, video automation, script writing automation, you know, text writing automation, and of course marketing automation with all of that, which entails, right? It's all part of that. The graphics, the text writing, the writing for blogs, websites, social media posts, etc. Right? And each one separately: LinkedIn, Twitter, you know, etc., etc., Instagram, you name it, whatever platform you're on, TikTok, it doesn't matter. You need to write, and you need to create, and you need to pound out the stuff. And to do that, you need to make sure, right, that you have updated master prompts, right? Secondary and tertiary prompts also you can continually, and you should always continually tweak. But the master prompt is kind of the most important, in the sense that with the master prompt that you use, it will essentially be the foundation of how the AI will respond to your general request, and how it will basically build the fundamentals or the foundations of what you're trying to build, right? Once you have those foundations of what it's trying to build, then it's basically going to be able to repeat, right, that you're trying to get it to build, or repeat the structure with the same goal in mind, so that it's continuing to give you actually what you want, right? Which it can easily do as long as you're actually giving it the right master prompt to begin with, right? When you don't give it the master prompt that you need, then you're going to have trouble getting the tool to actually deliver what you need, even on the first shot, which is what you should be targeting to do. Right? If you have to revise what it's telling you 10 times before you get what you want, you're not being very effective with your prompting. Right? You're actually being statistically ineffective, and you're wasting both computer resource time and, more importantly, your own time, which you can't get back. Right? Once you realize, oh yeah, I need to be able to get the master prompts done properly, so that I can actually um, build this foundation correctly, then you have a leg up, right? Because then you are able to say, okay, I can.
אתה לא חייב להיות מקורקע, אתה
Now I
יכול
can
להיות...
see people walking by. That way you can basically count on building the foundation correctly and build the house on top of it correctly, right? It's no different than building a house, right? In that sense, first you need the proper foundation. If you don't have the proper foundation, you got nothing. So what does that mean? Well, it means you got to know the land conditions where you're going to build. You got to then make the necessary changes, like you got to dig a hole, you got to make sure the land is level, you got to put the necessary base on, you got to put the necessary everything you need, whether it's pouring gravel on there and layers of different things to keep the foundation layer protected and properly able to settle and be a strong foundation for many years. Well, you got to do all that, right? So how do you do that? Well, you do that by using a very good master prompt, an excellent one, not even a very good one. You need an excellent master prompt. Lucky for you, I've actually posted my master prompt a number of times. So if you've watched any of my AI marketing videos in the past, or if you just search for my AI and marketing playlist here on my channel, you can see some of my recent posts about AI marketing tools and the master prompt to use. But even luckier for you, when I'm done with this live stream, I am going to actually repost an updated version of the master prompt on the comments of this video. Why am I doing that? Well, because I believe that the tools that you use, right, unless you're using premium tools that you have to pay for, the command sets, the library of information of what commands to run should be available, right? Especially if you're using tools that are openly available like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or Perplexity or Copilot or whatever you're using, right? It's your call, right? You probably are using a number of tools, as you should, to be honest, and therefore it necessitates that you use a very excellent master prompt for any of those platforms, and one that will work across all of those platforms and which has been tested thoroughly, and you can test it for yourself. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll give you guys the master prompt, which is good as of this date. And it's really an excellent master prompt. It will help you guide your LLM of choice to building the thing you need. Okay? I use this type of prompting all the time, and it gets me results on the first try, not the second or third or fourth. Are there times when I'm doing something like image generation where it takes me 2 tries? Yes, I'll tell you why. Because the result, while still good, is not exactly what I had in mind, so I tweak it a little bit. And also, there are times when I forget to use the master prompt, and then it doesn't give me exactly what I wanted. So I just start a new chat, enter the master prompt, and bang, I get what I want. And if I want more adjustments on it, if I want to make a series of images, for example, one after the other, because of the master prompt, it is able to recreate the necessary recreatable parts and then make the adjustments as necessary for each subsequent iteration. Okay? And again, I'll give you another hint. You should really be using lmarina.ai. I've mentioned it before. Hey Dex, hey from the wherever, hello to you guys. If you're not using lmarina.ai, you're really wasting your time. lmarina.ai saves you a lot of time, especially if you have free accounts on these sites. Saves you a lot of time, and also saves you a lot of money because you don't actually need to buy the premium tools if you're, for example, a small business, right? Like a one-person shop, solopreneur, or even up to 5 people, right? You really don't need to buy premium services from those sites unless you're doing something very specific that requires it, right? If you're just using it to, develop any of your business departments, whether it's something to do with development or something to do with marketing or something to do with BI or anything else, right? Usually the free tools are enough. So lmarina is great because it gives you access to all of the tools that are available exclusively on the premium sites, meaning the premium versions of the sites. And yes, it might limit you to, I don't know, 100 images or 200 images a day and like 5 free videos a day. But that is fantastic because normally you can't make videos on Sora at all. But with lmarina.ai, you actually can. And no, I'm not sponsored by lmarina. And no, I don't get any affiliate link if you click on anything because I don't have a link to give you. I'm just telling you the URL. And if anything, I'll stick the link in this video's description so you can see it for yourself. There's no affiliate link. Just remember lmarina.ai. Go there, Google it before you go, of course, if you want to see that it's a site that's in Google and all that. No problem. Do that. It basically gives you access to all the different top premium LLMs. It has, I guess, some kind of subscription to all of them that allows them some kind of, massive amount of usage. And it lets you access those services for free. Most of it's right on their website, and one of the services, which is making videos, is in their Discord. It's very easy to do. You just log into their Discord, and you can make 5-second video clips, and it uses Sora and other tools to generate the videos for you. So enjoy it, and that's it for now. Happy marketing. Peace.